The German capital is bursting at the seams. More than 80% of Berlin's 3.7 million residents rent their homes. With the city's lure to investors, the structural lack of housing, and the arrival of some 350,000 people in the last decade has sent rental prices skyrocketing.
Demonstrators here in Berlin have had enough. Some of their demands include a nationwide rent freeze and the construction of new social and affordable housing.
I think it's important that people can afford to live in Berlin and that people aren't pushed out.
You don't know who your landlord is anymore. It's always some company or another abroad.
The cost of living is going up, but not our wages.
Berlin's local government attempted last year to freeze rents for 5 years with its Mietendeckel or rent cap. Germany's constitutional court ruled in April, however, that it violated the constitution, saying that rent regulation lies in the hands of the federal government and not the regional state. The Berlin Renters Association says the growing gap between rich and poor is exacerbated on the housing market.
The problem is that households with below average incomes bear the burden of housing costs, which represent over 50% of their means.
Berlin rents currently cost anywhere between €5.30 per square metre for prefabricated apartments to at least €13 per square metre for renovated pre-war buildings and luxury new builds. Competition for apartments is also high. In January this year, an average of 214 Berliners were competing for one apartment. But it's the sale of thousands of state-owned apartments to corporate landlords in the early 2000s that's widely seen as one of the biggest contributing factors to Berlin's housing crisis.
This is a problem that for many years we've been trying to not only stop but also to counteract by returning some of the properties into municipal ownership.
On September 26th, Berliners will also vote in a contentious referendum on the possible expropriation of more than 240,000 homes, which currently belong to major property companies. While not legally binding, the hope is to put political pressure on Berlin. In the meantime, new houses are being built. But in northwestern Berlin, Heinz-Jürgen Korte and his neighbours are worried about the plans of investors who bought the land they live on to build pricey condominiums.
Of course we want to continue living here. That doesn't mean that construction is not allowed here. Berlin needs flats. But we're committed to community-oriented and social development for the property.
For now, the building plans have ground to a halt, but residents here are concerned about who will try next.
The lack of housing and rising rents is affecting German cities beyond the capital. The guarantee of an affordable home will be on many voters' minds as they cast their ballot on election day. Kate Brady, Euronews, Berlin.